Hello, gasoline engine fans. Yes, that's a new one for me. I've never said that sentence before. I used to build Tamiya model kits, 124 scale cars, and I built engines for the model kits, but I've never bought a finished model. We'll get into this later. I thought it'd be good for us to learn about this engine here, the RB series of engines by Nissan. So they're between 2 and 3 liters, and the RB is just a family of engines, but then RB26 is a 2.6 liter. So that would explain the first four characters. And then this is a DETT. So D means dual overhead camshafts. E means it's electronically fuel injected. And TT means twin turbocharged. Alright, so the lesser engines in the earlier cars. Let's get to RB26DETT. So this thing came out in the R32 between 1989 to 2002. Let's see, the first here, around 276 horsepower. I think this is when all the Japanese companies had a gentleman's agreement of having no cars over 280 horsepower. So this thing could have made more, but I think that's silly when you have foreign competition to think about. So yeah, at the end of production it jumped up to 320, and I guess they probably admitted it or something. I don't know, 316 horsepower there. Okay, what else is there to learn? Piston oil squirters, keeps the things cool. Belt-driven cams. Sodium-filled exhaust valves. Alright. A whole bunch of stuff there. And I know it from the R34. Oh, but then you have this N1 thing. Oh, Nismo Motorsport stuff. Okay. Anyways, you can read that if you really get into it, but that's enough for me to know about. So here's some images of it. Here it is in a stock form, and there it is pulled out of the thing, and there it looks like this model, kind of, sort of. No, this is modified. Alright, let's open this up here. So it's a 1/18 scale. There's nothing saying that wouldn't be true to me. It looks around the right size. Motorhelix, they make finished model cars. Maybe they make 1/18s, I would have to assume so. This is actually approved by Nissan itself, and there's some sort of anti-piracy hologram there. Alright. Alright, the card there. So the box, one screw holding the engine down. Okay. There's actually a photo etched nameplate here, all etched away, telling you what it is, what brand made it. What it doesn't tell you is the scale. It would be nice if it just said 1/18 scale, because I imagine a lot of people have no idea what an engine even looks like, never mind a scale engine. Let's see if it compares to these photos well. So from the front view of a stock form, which this is not, you got the tilted camshaft cover. Alright. So here, now, what do we have? Well, you do have the turbos, the twin turbos. This one has a fan belt where that would be. The pulleys, the alternator or whatever is missing. And then here again, this is a stock vehicle, it looks like, whereas this one's modified. Oh, this one literally says Nismo. Yeah, so this is a Nismo version. Z2 maybe. But it's still form factor wise, the cover looks the same. Then you got the big stick hanging out there, and that's what's going on here. Some ribbing. Yeah, seems good enough to me. Okay, let's see here. So, a little texture. I'm sure this is the same case they use for their 1/64 scale cars. Looking at the side, I don't know what this would be. There must be a line, maybe the pump for the oil or something. Maybe picks up the oil there. The mounts to the engine bay. Are these blow-off valves? I have to guess. Why is this thing moving? That doesn't seem good. This one seems stable, so there's a little glue missing there. Luckily, I can fix that. These are actually hollow. It's not deep, but there's a recess there. So correct me if I'm wrong, experts on this engine. I have an assumption. This is the impeller, so there's an air filter box. This is where this tube is going, and there'd be another one going to air filters. And so then the turbo spins up from the exhaust, and now it's sucking in the air and sending in that air out these two tubes, which join and then go to an intercooler, which would be here, and then that intercooler cools the air and sends it into the intake plenum, which then feeds the rammed oxygen into the engine. I believe that's how the system would work, but again, leave a comment, educate us. So now that we're in the front view, we have this, cooling fan, the radiator fan. The RB26 is actually molded into this cover, which I do see on the photographs. I don't know what this pulley would be for. I don't know. Leave a comment. I'm pretty sure that's the alternator, but maybe this is the water pump. Don't know. I don't know if these turbos are water cooled or not. Don't know. But you can see here, there's 3 exhausts feeding into this one thing to drive the other side of the turbo. And then all the extra exhaust comes exits here and here. So 3 pistons are driving each turbo, it seems. Makes sense. What is this black wiring, I wonder? Maybe it's the harness for the spark plugs? Maybe the spark 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I don't know. Where's the 6th one? There's a 6 cylinder, right? Yeah, I'm not sure what the deal is with that. I think this goldish thing might be the fuel rail, if I had to guess. Don't know what this silver bar would be. And so we have some blue painted for the silicone connectors between all these tubes, and they have the little hose clamp details, which is kind of neat. The oil filler cap, I'm sure that's a separate piece because the separation of color is so good. I'm trying to twist it open, check the oil. Actually, the dipstick, I wonder if there is a dipstick somewhere. Anyways, is this a metal etched piece on the top? I think that's metal, this Nismo thing. I don't know what that's supposed to say. Z2? I don't know. Leave a comment again if you know. And so this cover is kind of has a matte finish, so it looks like it's sandblasted. Okay. What else do we have over here? Sorry for the camera wobbling. So, if this is supposed to be a belt, obviously it's not very realistic. It's way too thick, I think, to be a V-belt or a regular flat belt, but it's plastic. Well, it's not like people are going to be doing this to this model. I think they could have molded that thinner easily. This is much wider than a lot of spokes on 1/64 scale cars. The fan, yeah, I think this could have been even molded a little bit thinner, but it's not too bad. It doesn't look too bad to me. So there's some depth, not too much, that's where it bottoms out, but black paint inside there, so it looks like a tube. Oh wait, this is the alternator, isn't it? Yeah. So then what is this, I wonder? Yeah, so not sure. Okay, well, let's see. And then what would this be for? It's leading to that. Well, if this is this, the R34 is all-wheel drive, correct? I don't want to guess. For me, I instinctively think it's a drive shaft of some sort with an output here, but I don't know. And then what is this? Maybe it's a starter motor? So here we have a pump of some sort feeding in and out something. Oil? Water? Not sure. And then up here? Not sure. But there seems to be a lot of different colors, a lot of different parts to make this engine. I don't know if the real engine would have such a recess there. And so now we have the transmission. The ribbing looks good enough. That's where it was clipped off the molding sprue. It'd be funny if this thing could actually shift. I think it could have made it shift, actually. They would have had to mold it better, or maybe have this actually be a piece of metal, and it would have been cool to be able to shift through the gears. That would have been neat. A missed opportunity that I think they could have easily had. Okay, so yeah, there's some questionable things for me. I don't know what what of these parts are. In particular, this is a little definitely something unexpected, but and also that one. Maybe that's no, I don't know. Okay, well that's it. So I'm just gonna pull out two Skylines here. Two Kyosas, a street version of an R33 and a race version, Le Mans version, or the LM version. So it looks modified, but it's not. I don't know. So I don't know what actual Skyline this thing would have come out of with a gray cam cover. Again, please leave a comment. So I don't have any bigger model this thing will fit into or compare to yet. So if you really like this or you'll see this thing again, keep an eye out for something related to Chorokyu, if it works. Alright, we'll I guess see you in the next random scale model video. This is an unexpected one for sure. But if you really love motors, this Motorhelix has a whole line of famous motors. Well, granted, they're mostly JDM motors. You know, the Honda motors, just motors you think of when you think of JDM cars. Alright, so maybe you want to check them out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you. Bye.